Three, two, one. Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 144 of the KBMOD podcast. Of course, sponsored by Blue Microphones. You can check them out at, I don't even know the web URL. I really should have thought of that before I started. BlueMicrophones.com.
Extremely awkward now.
This is really weird. I'm going to Google it. But
Just go to their Twitter at Blue Microphones. There you go.
In the meantime, the date is June 8th, 2014. I'm done complaining about it because apparently enough people have contacted me and wrote in about that. It matters to them. So there you go.
Beaten into submission.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not mad about it anymore. I got plenty of things to be mad about this podcast. Just wait till we get to a little bit further down the news. I'm going off. But how's everyone doing this week? I think this is the normal crew before E3. So this is also called I thought it was called the E3 Hypecast or something, but you changed the title.
I did. But, okay. I mean, we are hyping a bunch of E3 stuff this week, so.
Yeah, we'll be discussing what we're looking forward to. But game-wise, what have we been up to? Anyone can jump in and start.
Oh, I'll KBMOD notes real quick. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
The new stream schedule, I'm going to do this probably for the next couple. There is no set stream schedule anymore, for people wondering, but you can look on kbmod.com, and there's a calendar that updates live whenever we add anything. You can also go to kbmod.com/schedule. And it will actually bring up a whole monthly calendar, so you can see when all the streams are. Everything is in Eastern time, but we have 3 streams tomorrow on this channel. So you'll be having a couple of E3 press conference streams tomorrow with Ubisoft and then with Sony. Hopefully with All Sham No Wow, myself, and Hex. So we had a lot of fun doing that last year, so we decided we want to do it again. So yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Those are my notes.
Super Bowl. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, everyone. I still have not played this. You guys are raving about this.
I haven't played it yet either.
Yeah, what's going on? Explain this to me, people.
It's just so good. Like, I'd never played the Unreal Tournament mod, but I mean, people are constantly telling me how it's been a mod for a long time, and I had just never played it. But I downloaded it. It's in alpha. It's free for right now, and it's just like first person. It's kind of like, I guess, like soccer, but you're shooting the ball and you catch it, and it's just an excellent game. And like, they just released it, so it's only going to get better.
To download.
It's free. It's free right now. Yeah, I think they're trying to get on Steam. I think it's on Steam Greenlight already. But the game itself, like, already feels more polished than an alpha moniker usually suggests.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the core gameplay is already all there. So I've played it the past several nights, and they have a 3v3 or 4v4 map, and then their big map is 6v6, and both of them work really, really well with the full capacity. Like, the 3v3 map is really fun because it's very much about teamwork, and like, you can pass the ball, you can deflect the ball in, sort of like doing a header in soccer. So there's lots of strategy.
We apparently also have AJ did an interview with the developers, so we'll be posting that whenever he gets that up.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I highly recommend it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Okay. Anything else, Brandon? Besides that, we'll start with you since you.
Yeah, I'm just still playing Hearthstone. I'm really waiting for the next Rammus expansion to come out, but this week, during a lackluster warrior arena run, draws out of a deck, which was like the last thing I needed for a handlock deck. So I have been practicing my new handlock deck with mixed success, but it's still fun to play like a brand new style deck that I hadn't played before. So I've been playing that, and then just ARAMs here and there.
Nice. No Wildstar for you?
No. I'm actually wearing this is a nice shirt.
Oh, you're a fraud. Nice. You're a fraud.
No, I mean, not a fraud. I'm willing to represent pretty much anyone who gives me a comfortable shirt. And this is like, it's incredibly soft. I already washed it once, and it's still very soft. So I intend to put this one into my shirt rotation.
Did you know, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you come into your I would say come directly into the laundry detergent bottle. That's the easiest way to do it, but that also helps soften up clothes if you mix that in. That's actually a true
Jesus
thing. You can
What
look
the
it up.
fuck?
It's actually true.
It's like a natural fabric softener.
Yeah, kind of. It has to be mixed
Can we
up.
get a new washer and dryer that I can use just for my clothes?
I'm really not sure what to do with this information other than
I'm just
lower
saying,
my
you don't
opinion
have to do
of Scott
anything with it. It's just you don't do
even
anything with
further.
it.
Well,
It's a
I
life,
mean,
it's a life hack.
here's
A
the
life
thing:
hack.
is you don't have to put
not a
fabric
life
softener in. You don't have to put fabric softener in. So like this is still just optional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. You save money. You save money. It's simple.
I would say it's a life hack. It's just not a very good one.
It's just a shitty life hack.
It just
That's all.
depends on what you value. Do you value soft clothes and saving a little bit on fabric softener? Then
I value not being coated in my own semen.
well, it gets rinsed out when you when it does the like spin cycle, and then you dry it, and it catches most of the dried semen in that little what's it called? That dust like I don't even know what happens. Oh, in your clothes when you dry them. I don't know. You get those little
Trap?
lint trap. Thank you. It gets called the lint trap. I was really struggling there for lint trap.
Cleaning that thing's out is already pretty gross. I don't like. Do you not do your own laundry, Scott? Or
I do, but I don't want to talk about this anymore. What have you been doing, Nick? What have you been up to?
me or your roommate / laundry boy?
No, you. I would never address my roommate by Nick. I just call him by his proper name, fuckboy extraordinaire. So,
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I've been playing WildStar. Of course, I've been getting in on it. It's really fun so far. There's not a whole lot to say about it because it's so far just been the leveling experience, which is really fun and challenging and different. But it's still MMO at its core. It's basic WoW. Kill this, collect 12 wolf taints.
Definitely what it is.
I've been collecting a lot of taints, and that's fine. I actually just did my first instance right as we were getting the podcast set up, and that was pretty interesting. I don't know if it was like a proper dungeon or like more of like an event kind of thing, but
Yeah, they have several of those. Like you can do them by yourself. Like events.
Yeah,
Did you
like-
do the moon? The one on the moon early on in the game?
No, I haven't done that yet. This was the only. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have done where the guy is like, "Hey, somebody fucked up my shit up there. I'm gonna put you on a spacecraft and send you out to fix that shit." Yeah, I did that. And that was interesting. I was actually not sure. I was like, "Okay, am I supposed to be doing this alone, or
Yeah.
or do I need a group for this?" Because I'm going in alone, and then it was doable alone. It's like a little bit harder than a normal quest, and then I got put into the instance that I had a quest for that I said I just completed, and again I was alone. I was like, "Am I supposed to be alone?" So I started hitting the first mob I saw, and I was like, "Okay, well that just did half my health in one shot, so I'm gonna run away now." And so it's a little confusing. I feel like the game has a lot going on, and it's all stuff that I'll learn eventually. But at the very beginning, it's very, very confusing because there's just so many different terms that all kind of sound the same. There's like events and adventures are two different things.
Yeah, there's
et cetera.
If I mean that's all I've been playing this week, so we don't even really have to go on to me. But talking about WildStar, I feel like a lot of it is even more complicated than classic WoW was.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
Which is not really a positive per se. I mean, I'm loving the game, but as a person who's a veteran of MMOs, I'm fine. But I can see a new person jumping in there and being like, "What the?"
That's the point. They said they wanted to make a game that was difficult.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it is. So
And I like that, but it's just sometimes a little bit too much. But it's definitely not enough to deter me from playing personally. I'm sure there would be people who'd be deterred, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Playing longer. But I've also been playing some Hearthstone. It's kind of impossible to work at Twitch and not play Hearthstone. You're basically surrounded by it like 24/7. After 6, everyone is playing Hearthstone. And there's a lot of really good players in the office as well. I still don't give a shit about ranked, but I mean,
that's all I play.
That's what all fucking casuals say about every game that has a ranked in it. I don't give a shit about ranked. Sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you.
Unlike most other games, I actually do have a reason for not caring about ranked, and that is in Hearthstone. Everything gets very cookie cutter after a certain rank. Pretty much every single deck you're going to run into is going to be Zulok, Handlock, Watcher Druid, something that someone else has created and other people. You know, maybe 1 or 2 cards are different, but for the most part, it's completely ripped off of somebody else's deck, which is fine because that's what's effective and that's what's competitive. But I just don't care enough about fighting the same decks over and over. I just get bored.
Uh-huh.
So I play casual because you see funny things in casual. You see like Steel Priests, you see Murlocs, you see things that aren't really viable but are entertaining to play against. And also I make weird decks that aren't incredibly good, so I get to do that and still have a a moderate degree of success. And then other than that, I just play Arena, which I'm incredibly terrible at. I'm so bad at
How
Arena.
dare you suggest that Murlocs are fun to play against?
They're fun to play against when you win. Because they're like, look, I understand you have every Murloc in the game and you've got this legendary guy and all that, but you're terrible and please go away. Murlocs are satisfying to beat because you're like, that guy's still running Murlocs.
Yeah.
But I am definitely looking forward to Naxxramas, as Brandon mentioned. It's the meta is getting really, really, really stale, and we really need to increase the card pool in order to sort of remedy that. So I think the timing for Naxxramas, as long as it comes out in a reasonable amount of time, is going to be just about perfect.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the metagame shifting with all those new cards.
Yeah, definitely. And it is going to. It's going to be a major, major change. I think the only other thing I played really was I played a little bit of Dirty Bomb, which is apparently calling itself Dirty Bomb again.
That's true.
Which is really, I feel like you can't flip. I've never seen a game. I've seen games change their names before. I've never seen a game flip-flop on changing its name. That's
I think there was some publishing stuff that they went through where they had to change it and then they got it back or something.
Yeah, Brendan and I were talking about this at dinner, and it's good, but it's not incredible. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's really going to like be the next big free-to-play FPS, but
yeah.
I don't know. It'll have its core audience, and that's about it. I don't think it has enough going for it that is going to be super good, but it'll be fun for a little bit, and it's going to be free anyway, so I might as well.
Yeah.
I fear that it'll be niche like Tribes, that it'll cater to a certain audience, but that the player count will not necessarily be large enough to sustain a free-to-play model.
Yeah. Honestly,
I hope I'm wrong, but
Brandon brought up a really good point. If they just removed ADS, the game would be way better. Like, keep it for the things that need it, like Sniper, and that's about it. Like the sniping class.
I could see that.
If that game didn't bother with ADS, then you could focus a little bit more on your movement and the move. I don't know. Like, there would need to be some definite engine tweaks, which it's too late for at this point. But if there weren't ADS in that game, I feel like it would be better. Strangely enough, if there was less of a COD feel to it. It tried to borrow from COD, which is like, I don't know why anybody would try to borrow from COD at this point, because it's just like, let's hop on this dying bandwagon. Why? I mean, it's one thing to be like, okay, this day and age I'm going to make a MOBA. Okay, well that's ill-advised, but I see why you're doing it. But like, why are you trying to be like COD in this day and age? Like, COD is kind of it's a dying beast. It's still huge, but it's not going to draw in, and being similar to COD isn't going to draw in any significant amount of players, in my opinion.
I was talking with with Sark. He was like, why is Hearthstone so pop? Like, what do you think the popular is? Is it the WoW tie-in? Is it because it's a more accessible Magic? Like
accessibility.
Accessibility 100%.
Are you like 3 minutes behind us, Scott?
What?
I was just talking about Dirty Bomb.
What? What happened?
Hearthstone is very easy. Yes, that is the appeal.
I zoned out for a second while I was trolling Chad, so I apologize. But to go back,
I was comparing Hearthstone to Call of Duty.
Hearthstone would be way better if they removed the ADS.
Yeah, I really think that if they just went back to the core of perks and kill streaks in Hearthstone, it would be a much better game.
All right, forget it. We'll talk about that later. Just keep going. Talk about Dirty Bomb.
We were done.
We're done.
Scott, but
I don't know what did I just enter a time vortex? What just happened?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
It may have been Time Warner.
Part of the conversation would have been perfect about a minute and a half before you said it.
Really? Because I literally could have sworn 2 seconds ago you were talking about Hearthstone. Like 2 seconds ago. I don't know what's happening.
Not 2 seconds, but recently.
So what were you and Sark talking about?
No, forget it. No, forget it. He played it a little bit, but he was just we were trying to figure out why it's like blown up kind of I mean, obviously it's Blizzard and they know what they're doing in a lot of ways.
I think
why this game in particular, because there's been other ones and ones that haven't been as big. Obviously, they don't have Blizzard behind them. But
I think that there's two main things, and you already said both of them. One is it's accessible to play, but I think it's a card game that's accessible to play in the Blizzard universe. And so therefore, you're going to get everyone who's in the Blizzard universe anyway, especially with the way they do their launcher and stuff now. So if you play WoW, all their games are listed on the side. Or if you play Diablo 3, all the games are listed on the side of the launcher. So like StarCraft 2 is there, and if you put your, I don't own it, but if I click on it, it's like buy this game. So like they've got this launcher for all their games, right? And you can get all of them right there. So if you play one, you're probably going to play the others. It's
and
just how
Hearthstone.
it's probably
and
but what
Hearthstone
you're
is
saying,
free,
it's
and it's right there.
So
And
probably multiple factors though, including
it's
that.
free. There's no barrier for entry. It's not really pay to win. It's play a lot to win, or you can pay to skip a lot of that process. But it is very accessible. It's got the World of Warcraft tie-in for a lot of people, for the many people who really love that.
yeah,
and it's one thing that's really great about it is that you can kind of dedicate yourself to it as much as you want. You can sit down and marathon that game for like 8 hours, like a lot of our streamers, or you can play it once and put it down. Like you can you can use it to kill 10 minutes. You can use it to kill 8 hours. Like it's really, really versatile in that way. There's also the fact that just by tweaking the rules a tiny bit, you have 3 very different and active metagames. You have casual, you have ranked, and you have arena. All following basically the same rules, but still playing completely different. Like there's a lot going for it.
all right.
Picture. Rest in peace.
Who's next?
Yeah, who wants to go? John?
We have so much to cover today.
Yeah.
I haven't uninstalled Hearthstone 3 times this week.
What?
There's
Okay.
fucking arena runs that don't go as well as they should. It's great because at the office, like we have faster than gigabit internet, so I can just fucking download the game in 12 seconds. So every time I have an arena run that goes really poorly, I just uninstall the game. I haven't played much in the last few days because of WildStar. I feel like this might be the one. I haven't gotten past like level 15 in any other MMO and still been really, really stoked about it. So I feel like WildStar might be a game that's going to hold me for quite some time, which is great, because if it's not, like, I'm just going to quit giving MMOs a shot.
Yeah.
This is the last one that gets the chance to break your heart. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, this one will be it.
It's
Otherwise,
really
I'm
good.
just fucking done.
It's
But
a
it's so
really
good,
good
so
game.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Nice.
Mostly WildStar. A little bit of Counter-Strike Global Offensive before WildStar launched. I still love Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah, I
guys-
forgot. I've been playing a little bit of Counter-Strike.
Have you guys
Yeah,
messed
he's
at all
actually good.
with like add-ons for WildStar? Any of
No,
the mods?
but-
Like, what's the mod scene like?
I have a whole fully custom UI right now.
There's we posted on our Twitter earlier this week. PC Gamer had a good little article.
Yeah, that's what I had
on,
seen, and that's why I was wondering, because I
essential
didn't
add-ons.
know that they were supporting mods and add-ons. But that is the one thing that gives me hope that it could be sustainable is that they actually realize how important that is.
The only other MMO, the only MMO I've ever played and enjoyed that didn't have mods was Final Fantasy XIV. There's no modding for that game supported, but everything in their UI is like you can move it everywhere, and there is already a threat meter in that game and like all that kind of stuff. So, but it had such a good default UI that it didn't need it. But there is no way I could play World of Warcraft vanilla, like vanilla UI. There's just no way.
I just think so many MMOs have underestimated how much that has helped WoW, because like the add-on creators would push the boundaries on what was possible and like basically add features to the game that Blizzard then gets to be like, oh, that's pretty awesome. Let's just add that to the game.
Right.
And you just don't get any of that feedback loop if you don't allow mods.
Yep.
I still don't understand any of the reasoning behind not allowing mods. It makes absolutely
In
no
MMOs,
sense.
for sure. Yep.
In MMOs, yeah, no, other games fine, whatever.
And
MMOs, you have to have mods.
And anytime mods in WoW, for instance, borderlined on like not even cheating, but automating some processes to the point of being like
not okay anymore.
Yeah, they would go ahead and take action on that. Like they would, but it was fair game until then. Like decursive, decursive was the big one for people who used to play WoW. Back in Classic, it wasn't hard to remove curses from people, but it wasn't easy, especially with the default way things ran in that game at the time. So every healer had this mod called decursive, and you could just spam one button, and it would hit like everybody within range each time, like, and see if they were decursed. And it would just do it automatically. And certain fights, the whole fight was based around getting curses off people, like Chromagus and a few other ones. And so they were like, "This is dumb. Like we have to, we have to curb this. We have to do something." And so they got rid of it.
It helps them identify that that's a bad mechanic. Like that's not a fun thing.
Yep. And
I think that might actually be the reason we don't see more MMOs launching with mods, is because they just don't want to police them, because there's always the potential for them to go wrong like that.
Yeah, it didn't happen very often though. I mean, there really
to be fair, it didn't. But like they actually
the curse was a very egregious, just complete abuse of fight mechanics. But everyone used it for like 2 years. 2 years, people.
I mean, honestly, like, if I had to guess, I think the reason that a lot of the MMOs that come out don't support mods is just because it's a lot more work. Like, it's a lot more work to make sure that you can't exploit, right? I mean, like, you know, because just inherently, it's going to be harder to keep a handle on, like, your game experience because you're not really in control of it anymore. And that's the great thing about WoW, is a lot of people play in a lot of different ways. Some people love these like cluttered, crazy UIs. Other people like a really clean experience. But like Blizzard has to constantly be thinking about ways that the mods could be exploiting or like breaking the game in ways they didn't intend. And that, you know, for a smaller dev team or like a less experienced dev team or whatever, that could be a very daunting challenge and a ton of manpower that they maybe don't have.
Right, that's what I'm saying. WildStar though, it's very good, and there's mods.
Nice. All right. Is that it, Dan? Did you have anything? Or I think we.
Oh, that was John. You were.
That was. Oh God, I'm telling you, man. I don't know where I am right now. Nick Fenton, what have you been up to?
I played Smite.
God, fucking kill me. Anything? Yeah, you also played. What was that horrible game on the PlayStation 3 that you were playing earlier?
Oh, Modern Combat Domination?
Oh my God.
It's a series that is
of a game.
Yes,
Modern
it's a series that
Domination.
is paralleled by releases on the Android and iOS marketplace. I don't know why I played it, but I bought it like right when I got a PS3 because it was like on the marketplace thing or whatever. And it's pretty great, and it looks like ass, and it controls like ass, and there was one other person playing it.
Yep, one person.
And he was just sitting in the lobby waiting for me.
And then he was so excited when you got in. What else? Anything else besides the Smite?
I played Journey again.
Oh yeah, you did.
You love that game. I still need to get it.
He was literally laying on the couch playing it, like laying down like a little kid with his two legs like propped up, and like kept going like, "Look, it's so beautiful." I was like, stop saying that. It is
beautiful.
It was cool looking. I haven't played it yet, but all right, cool. Well, that was really enlightening. Thanks.
I also played COD Ghosts at MLG X Games.
Yes, you did. You won that gold, dude, with Optic. Congrats.
Yeah, me and Nade like sick two pieces to win the cup.
It was really good. It was impressive.
Me and Nade and Scump, man. Like, watch out, coming for you.
All right, and I'll go real quick. I've just been playing League of Legends and Heavy Rain, playing through Heavy Rain during the week on the stream. And
you played Murdered Soul Suspect, didn't you?
That's true too. Yeah,
which got horrible reviews, by the way.
Yeah,
I still want to play it.
It's maybe a fun game for a stream, I think, but I don't know about.
It got like a 40 in PC Gamer, which is not good. I finally played Watch Dogs. I don't know if anyone else here has actually played.
Like for 3 minutes until my frame rate. I figured I would play until my frame rate went below 1, and that took 5 minutes. So I just.
It ran fine for me, but I really truly believe it runs fine for me because I have 6 gigabytes of VRAM. I feel like that game.
So do I, but I mean only that's a lie.
Yeah, I feel like that game was made for like PS4 basically, which has 8 gigs of VRAM essentially. And so a lot of the things they didn't optimize for PC, but they're fine for me. Even though my card is actually worse than a lot of cards that are out now. It's got the VRAM to handle it. But Watch Dogs is pretty not bad. I mean, the hype is obviously worn off completely for that by the time it came out, but I was reading in most of the reviews for Watch Dogs that like the side quest stuff was real dumb. I'm enjoying that more than the main story right now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad game by any means. I don't think it's like, I think Saints Row 4 is better than Watch Dogs at doing the same stuff.
It's funny that you're kind of comparing the two. I guess it is kind of that quirky.
They're all the same type of game. They really
are.
are.
Yeah, open world. Yeah.
What did I say before it came out? Exactly that.
Yeah.
Like, Saints Row 4 is better. I've not touched GTA 5, so I can't comment, but I don't know. I don't think it's a bad game at all. I think it's I
want to play it. I just need a patch. I really want to play it badly.
You gotta suspend the belief of like the fact that you just hack things by hitting X, and then you can hack anything in your line of sight basically. Like it just turns it into a little mini game, which is like a cool way to do a game, but like it's just like this isn't as cool as you made it seem at all in any of your trailers and all that kind of stuff.
But exactly. But like, what games ever live up to the hype like that? Like the only open world wise, like the only one ever consistently is GTA, right? Like, other than that, like, and I agree. I don't think it's as bad as, I don't know. All Sham is doing like a whole bunch of videos on it. He does not like
Watch Dogs at all.
He does not like Watch Dogs. But to be fair, Sham doesn't like a lot of things.
That's true.
he really doesn't like Watch Dogs, but like, I don't know. I haven't spent as much time with it. Also, Sham likes to really break it, and there is a lot of like seemingly unforgivable open world kind of bullshit. That
the main story is horrifically bad. Like, I'll just be upfront with that. The main storyline of this. So the biggest thing for me is that you are this just guy trying to get revenge for his family being like killed, but you are just going around running over pedestrians and like blowing up power grids. It's just like, I just killed like 8 families. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, in GTA, you're a bad dude. Like, you don't give a shit.
Well, isn't that the point of
Saints Row
Watch Dogs? You're like an anti-hero. You're like, hey.
No, his cause is painted as just. Like,
okay.
I mean, I haven't played the game, and I've been detracting from it, but everybody loves Sleeping Dogs, and you could do the same shit. I mean, you kind of had a reason for it, because you had to, like, keep on a front of being, like, a gang member, but that doesn't mean you go around just slaughtering people, which
I feel like Sleeping Dogs is better than Watch Dogs.
Yeah, but see, Sleeping Dogs didn't have the hype that Watch Dogs had behind
it. No, not at all.
The hype machine, like, and that turned out to just...
It's another Square Enix.
That's definitely true, but that's why I was wary of Watch Dogs in the first place, was because they were hyping it so hard.
Combustible.
No game could have lived up to that hype.
Combustible Batarang in the chat. Can't wait for the Square Enix We Tried New Stuff and Failed sale, where I can get Thief and Soul Suspect for like $20.
That's true. On the back of all those fucking coders and developers who are now out on the street.
Yeah, or the Square Enix, we sold 6 million copies of Tomb Raider and it was a disappointment sale.
God, good lord.
Yeah. What a bunch of idiots.
That's just a goddamn sin to me personally, because that game was so fucking good.
It is fucking tremendous. And like, Hex started playing it recently. I think he's beaten it by now, but he was like, dude, it's fucking great. I was like, yeah, I told you. They did a really good job on that game. I'm glad there's going to be a sequel. But yeah, other than that, I've just been playing WildStar. That's it. Like,
sweet.
I wish I was playing Street Fighter, but it doesn't fucking work on PC anymore. So.
Why? What happened?
Steamworks just broke it a lot.
Okay.
Like, Games for Windows Live was better.
Wow, things that you never thought you'd say.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. But that is it for the opening section here. We're going to take a quick 2-minute commercial break, guys, and then we'll be right back with a fuckload of news.
Can't we hit them with a 3-minute for their fucking horrible Twitter showing? Hit them with a 3-minute.
Wow, Blacklight, just take it to a level.
Taking it to the next level.
Wow.
Dude, Fat Attack de Fuerte win Spring Fighter, there's an El Fuerte in Grand Finals. It could have been a Grand Finals El Fuerte mirror.
Did he get like cracked like crazy buff?
Yeah, he's real good now.
Well,
Like, he's much less punishable, and the character was already so random that, like...
yeah, that was his whole thing. He was a character made for mix-ups, right? Like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, he just... Forte won. Forte won Spring Fighter. So there you go. Forte has won a tournament with a bunch of killers in it. So, the Forte is real. If there are 2 Fortes in top 8 at EVO, it'll be the end of the world. That's the first sign of the apocalypse. Oh. Look here. Games for Windows.
God, this game is so fucking good.
What, WildStar?
Yeah.
I just got my mount today.
Yeah, I got it last...
I bought the dragon thing.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I can tell it must be good because every time you talk, all I can hear are key clicks.
Dude, that's what I like about it. It's active. It's an active MMO.
I was
think
passive aggressively telling you not to type.
Shut up. I'm having fun.
E3 rumors, the complete list. Oh man, I really want that top one to actually occur. I would totally do that rather than just a PS4. I would definitely get a bundle with a Vita.
We back? Not yet.
Dan got buffed. Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
All right. So we are back, and there was tons and tons of news this week because everybody likes to announce everything the week before E3. So speaking of E3, there's going to be a lot of games shown. And of course, we're doing the Ubisoft and Sony press conferences on this channel tomorrow. So I'm gonna actually, this was a convenient little list Maximum PC put out here. So I'll just mention these games and you guys can say whether you're looking forward to them or if you don't give a shit at all or if you think it's gonna suck. Also, everything in the world has been delayed to 2015. So just prepare for that. Everything announced at this E3 will not come out until 2016. Mark my words. So Batman Arkham Knight just got delayed. They are gonna be showing it at this E3, but it got delayed to 2015.
Don't care.
I don't think I care about Batman games anymore.
Yeah,
I don't think
Batman
anyone
games. It's got to do something real special.
Well, the problem is that it hasn't been long enough since the last Batman. That's
It's kind of annualized at this point, which is
It is very much. It feels annualized.
not a good
Like,
thing for that game.
I feel like I have been inundated with Arkham titles.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
Which is it's kind of weird because it does feel that way, even though it's only been since Arkham City. It's only been one game.
Did they ever nerf Batring Pro? Do you remember that? That was like so OP when it came out.
What?
No. What?
Damn,
What?
oh God.
Never mind.
Also, Battlefield Hardline Payday Extravaganza.
I don't
Dead
know if I'm not
Space.
necessarily hyped about this, but
I'm salty that they're using the Battlefield name.
I'm interested.
I am
to see what it
salty.
will
I
be.
want to play it.
That feels like attempting to cash in on a brand rather than like trying something new.
I still don't get what it is. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested to see what they what the actual gameplay looks like. I feel like it's going to be cops and robbers with on a bigger scale. I don't know. That
Yeah,
sounds
I
real
just hope
scary,
it's.
but-
I hope it does. I hope it is all versus. Because of course, Payday's only one, and you're playing against a computer. But
I mean, I think a cops and robbers kind of shooter could be cool. I just can't. At least for the
Why
time
is it
being.
Battlefield?
For the time being, I can't
I
get over
don't-
that it's
nobody
called
knows.
Battlefield. The Battlefield name on this concept makes no sense to me.
It's not like the
like-
Battlefield name
like
has
the
been
bank-
tainted at all
Like
recently.
the
No.
bank, like robbing a bank is a battlefield.
yeah, I don't.
It's not Battlefield, man. It's Battlefield.
They
Hardline.
should have just called it Hardline.
Yeah. It definitely,
But
you're right.
Battlefield-
it's a cash-in for
The
to have
Battlefield name
Battlefield.
makes sales. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
so-
You're
pretty-
right. I
it's
mean,
pretty
you're 100%
straightforward.
right.
That's-
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
Listen,
if
don't.
you're looking for any reason that it's named this other than money, you're not gonna find anything.
But that's why I'm turned off by it, because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like not even a thinly veiled attempt at cashing in on the brand. It's a very transparent.
I mean,
attempt
look at the colors.
so.
Look at the colors in this picture. It's the Battlefield fucking color palette.
Yep.
Look, Battlefield. The
well, it's going to be
Hardline,
on Frostbite, obviously. It's being made by Visceral, for those that don't know, the Dead Space bros.
I'd like to see a Dead Space game on fucking Frostbite. Just gonna throw that out there.
I'd like
Just
to not
throwing
see
it
any
out
more
there.
Dead Space. They got bad.
They did get bad.
That's Dead Space 1 on fucking Frostbite. Do that, please.
For the next game on this list, why don't they just call it Battlefield: Star Wars?
There you go.
Dude, this game,
They did that with
this one though. Is hype.
You should be hype on this game, I think. Star Wars Battlefront, of course.
There's just absolutely
legendary
nothing known about it, but we're excited.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if they're sticking with that whole like
really, right?
that alpha gameplay where you can go from like land to space. But I hope it is.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, this is still up in the air, at least according to the Maximum PC article, as to whether they'll be showing gameplay.
I think they will.
Yeah, I think they will too. It was announced last year?
I think it would be a smart. This seems like the kind of title that you would expect to see, a trailer at E3.
I think this is EA. Just like I feel like they're gonna go all out and they're gonna show a bunch of shit. And they're gonna get the good graces with people because people are dumb and forget things. But
Well, like that's my one big concern about this game is like it may well be great, but Battlefield 4. I mean, Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
If it's as buggy and broken as that,
Listen,
it's the same
voted
engine.
voted game of the year by KBMOD. Let's not forget
multiplayer.
that.
Multiplayer game of
shit
the
on
year.
Battlefield 4. Uh-oh.
Game of the year right there.
I played 200 hours of Battlefield 4, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, well,
But that doesn't mean it wasn't broken. So-
I feel Battlefield 4 was voted in on good faith that it would be fixed, and it was not.
It didn't win Game of the Year. It won Multiplayer.
well,
Yeah.
multiplayer. That's true. You're right. It didn't win.
Definitely wasn't even in the running for Game of the Year.
What did we say Game of the Year was? Because
Bioshock Infinite won.
Bioshock, yeah.
But pretty.
I did not feel strongly about any of those.
I wanted Tomb Raider. But
Yeah, you would.
Raffle this next one. Just please fucking stop with
No.
the Aliens games.
can we?
No.
All right,
I'm all
you're
about
right.
this game.
Yeah, I'm all about this game as
No.
well. I think it looks good.
No.
Alien Isolation is the next game on this list. It's not being made in any way. See, this is the thing about these Alien games, right? They're always being made by different people. So
Yeah.
you can't even fault. They've all been bad, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying though. Until they just hoard out the name, they just throw it out, right? Anyone can make an Alien game. So
But this one,
I-
it looks like they're doing right. I don't know, maybe.
yeah, all right.
But we did
I'm
have
just
the
gonna say-
Colonial Marines footage from last E3, and then
That's-
that game was not anywhere.
People got hype about that. They were like, "Oh, look, finally a good game for the franchise." And then yeah, it was really bad.
I feel like it's hard for people to have some kind of in between like I don't care and like this is gonna be the fucking greatest thing my life has ever seen. It's just like can't you look at a video game and be like, that looks kind of cool?
I think it has
And that's
promise. I think Alien Isolation has a lot more promise than previous. But again, we were burned last time. But it looks they just need to make the aliens. All the Alien games before this, right? There's just aliens everywhere for you to shoot, just all the time. And if you look at the movies, you hardly ever see the alien and the whole threat of the alien being there. That's what makes the movie great. And I hope this game is survival horror. It's supposed to be straight up survival horror. So I hope it's more of a Dead Space type
At least we're getting a survival horror game, finally.
Yeah,
we haven't really had many of those.
Well, for the Alien universe, we haven't.
I love the sarcasm. 10 of 10.
But it's the perfect universe to put one in. Because the threat of the alien is what makes it good. It's not having 8,000 of them to shoot. Because that was never the case.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but how do you really get a game that's like that would work great for a game the length and presentation of like Portal, like a 3-hour long game. It's short, it's tacked onto something else, or it's cheap or whatever. But like a full AAA game, like they have to get their money's worth from the IP and like the iconic aliens, and like you want to talk about blatant cash grabs. Right? That's exactly what we're talking about.
I didn't know it was
It's like when a movie studio shells out like $1 billion for what's his name, the guy who played Spider-Man, so his mask is off like half the fucking movie.
Oh,
like
okay.
or like 90% of the movie. It's the same thing.
But I think that
AVP, the original, was good. That's all. My only
AVP was
positive
good.
experience with Alien games was AVP.
But like, I feel like if you just made a Dead Space but with the Aliens universe, you'd have a pretty good game on your hands. So
I didn't know it was the survival horror type, and I mean, yeah, that makes me a little less quick to shit on it. But just show me the track record hasn't been great, I guess.
No, it hasn't.
So yeah,
as John said, that really was the last solid one was AVP.
Yeah. I was gonna say if anyone is gonna pre-order an Aliens game at this point, like you deserve what you get.
That's true. Don't come crying. Yeah.
All right. Up next on here, Nick Fenton's Game of the Year whenever this comes out.
About it.
Mirror's Edge 2 on the Frostbite engine, of course, which is.
I mean, we've already seen gameplay, so I'm assuming we're just gonna see more gameplay.
Rumor says it could be open world. What?
That's been rumored for a long time.
What that sounds like is like a Dark Souls type multiplayer, which I think actually lends itself really well to the way Mirror's Edge works, because
I kind of agree.
Minus a few, they don't even have. They do have loading screens in that game, but everything kind of feels connected, like when you watch it, and that's how Dark Souls was as well, design wise. That sounds great. If that is true,
yeah, it'll be great. Someone will be doing one of those speed runs, and you can just log in, kick them off the side of a building, and then log out. It'll be fucking.
That's why you go offline, baby. That's why.
Skeptical on Mirror's Edge 2's speed run ability.
Why?
Yeah, because Frostbite.
There's no glitches in Frostbite. You can't fuck with it.
No. The first game was on Unreal, so I mean the movement's going to be obviously different. So I don't know.
Battlefield movement.
I mean, it very well could be.
I mean, Battlefield 4 movement is really good. I think they got it pretty good there, but it's not. You're not parkouring really. So
that's not going to affect its ability to be speedrun. It's going to change the way it's speedrun.
Yeah.
Speedrun.
Wait, what is this?
Speed ran.
Yeah, I'm confusing tenses here.
So this next game I had not heard of at all until I just saw this list. It's called Battle Cry.
All we have so far, I think, is a CGI trailer.
That's it.
It's from Bethesda.
It's from Bethesda. I didn't even see this. Everyone was like, "Oh, that looks cool."
It's published by Bethesda?
I think it's being devved by them. I'm not sure though.
Oh, Battle Cry Studios, but it's like a sub team under Bethesda.
Oh, look, you can play deathmatch with swords and crossbows. Holy shit, innovation! Don't give a fuck.
Yo, but there's metal fisticuffs.
Oh my god, don't care.
It's
Jesus.
chivalry with really good graphics, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I actually think there is there is room for a better Chivalry game.
Yeah.
Like I thought Chivalry was cool, but when I played it, like it was glitchy. It was not. It could have been executed better with a team the size of a studio that Bethesda is able to fund.
Yeah. Oh, this next game.
Oh, the next one. Can't wait.
All right, moving on.
All right. The next one was Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Any
Witcher
fucks
3,
given
though.
on this podcast? No.
Nope. Negative fucks.
Witcher 3, that trailer.
Witcher 3, though. Good God.
Can we just shout out CD Projekt Red for a trailer that was all from in-game footage?
Yep. They did it right.
Yeah.
And they also have, like, God, those guys do so much right. They announced this, and then they put it up for pre-order right away. They announced the release date on it, showed us an amazing trailer. There's, like, a companion game, which actually looks pretty cool. It's like a board game type deal. That you can play online, multiplayer. And over 100 hours of gameplay in this game. So if you're pre-ordering it for $60, you're probably going to be okay as far as getting your money's worth. God, it looks good. It's apparently much bigger than Skyrim world-wise, which is impressive.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, Witcher series is pretty good, although the combat has been debated by everyone over and over again as to whether it's good or bad.
That's why I didn't continue playing it, because I was like, at least in 2, I was like, it's too much. Like, it's not fun.
Yeah. But the games have been impressive in scope and in size, so definitely keep your eyes out for Witcher 3. You can order it now on Steam. You can pre-order it right now if you want. So, up next, oh my god, I'm so hype for this game. Ooh, don't even need to see footage of Hotline Miami 2. Wrong number. But you should just go watch the trailer and put it on repeat because the music is so good in the trailer that it's like... I mean, it's more Hotline Miami music. You can't go wrong. It's hype as fuck and you're just murdering
It's hard to say
everyone.
whether I like the soundtrack or the game more.
It is a hard choice. But Hotline Miami 2, with a new harder mode, did we really... Do we really need a harder mode in Hotline Miami?
I was gonna say, I was just happy to get through some of those levels.
Yeah, pretty much. I never beat the game. I never got through all the levels. Oh god, the hard mode will take away your ability to lock on. Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be a prequel timeline-wise. But Hotline Miami 2, guys, and they will probably allow you to pre-order this with a soundtrack. So, you guys should do that because the first one is fantastic.
Yeah, I bought the first one on sale, but I might actually pre-order this just for the soundtrack if it comes with it.
All right, up next, a game which nobody really asked for, but it's coming out.
No, no one cares.
Mortal Kombat X has leaked. Mortal Kombat.
Gonna see a lot of play at
10.
Evo, probably, right? Did they actually use the last one?
I don't think there will be anything playable at Evo.
No.
I went on a little tangent about this on Twitter. I don't like Mortal Kombat. I did when I was a kid, and then as I got older and started to get more into like different style fighters, Capcom fighters and Smash Brothers and stuff, I just thought the mechanics of Mortal Kombat were really shitty. Just as a fighting game, as a violent spectacle, sure. It's just that we're way past the times when violent spectacles are notable at all. It's like, who gives a shit anymore? But apparently everybody's saying like people still are really diehard about it. Like people were saying that it's played competitively, like it's high level, and I mean,
well, MK...
I don't want to talk bad about a game that I don't play personally, that I don't know a whole lot about, because there are still people who think that Smash Brothers shouldn't be competitive, and Melee is like one of the best competitive games ever.
My trolling on Twitter aside, those people are dumb. Smash type as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat seems like the kind of fighting game that fighting game players play between games they actually care about.
No,
that's what I saw.
It's definitely MK9 definitely became that way. Injustice though, which is just MK9 without a block button and with DC characters, that has gotten like a lot of play by people, and it'll be at Evo for a second year in a row. And it's a game that nobody knew if it was going to actually take off. So, I mean, same developers, of course.
It's been a new studio ever since MK9, right?
MK9 it's still Ed Boon. Still doing it.
Yeah, well, one guy though. I mean, like I'm talking about like mechanics wise. Like this is a company that could be getting their footing, and if Injustice was as good as you say, then maybe MKX will be pretty good.
Yeah.
Or are they calling it MK10? Because X is
it's probably X, dude. Knowing Mortal Kombat.
It's Mortal Kombat X.
They stylize everything with that game.
Okay.
The trailer is
really
hype,
cool,
by
though.
the way.
I mean, it's a CGI trailer, but it's a good trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the game, but the trailer's
good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm gonna probably check it out. I didn't like MK9, but I respected it, like as far as people who played it at a high level. Injustice.
It sounds like it's like one of your friend's fathers. Like you'd be like, I don't really like him, but I respect Dad. He's a hard man. He's a hard man.
Well, it's not like MK9 was like some piece of shit game. Like
no.
But,
I have that game for some reason on the Xbox 360. I bought that game.
Yo, let's play later.
No, not playing.
Let me get some X-ray moves on you, son.
God.
Fucking X-ray.
Next,
system.
Project Cars.
Oh, please come out. You can actually play this game right now if you got in on. I don't know if they had a Kickstarter, if it's like you pay for alpha. I don't even know how it works, but Project Cars, if you haven't seen footage of Project Cars, dear God. It's going to be on all the consoles, I believe, when it comes out. It's already optimized for Oculus Rift as well. The first big driving game to do so. Project Cars' whole aim is to be as realistic as possible. With not just with driving, but the graphics. They've put videos themselves of cars like going around like Laguna Seca track and then showing it in game. It's pretty damn close. Like it's it's also going to be one of those games, much like Witcher 3 will be as well, that really destroy your computer. It's gonna, on the highest settings, this thing will pretty much destroy. You'll need SLI or Crossfire. But Project Cars, very much looking forward to it. I don't think it's coming out till 2015, but I think they do have a release window finally. But it's been in alpha for over a year, alpha and beta. I believe you can get access to it, but again, I'm not sure how. But they have dynamic weather in it, race events for online racing. It'll be one of the first real good PC racing games.
I was going to say, it looks like a benchmark kind of game where it looks like those graphics will just rip up your card.
Yep, and it definitely will. But yeah, it looks pretty sweet. November 2014, thank you. So it comes out this year, so that's good. Up next, a game that I know a lot of people in this community play, although I have not ever successfully gotten
a Civ, but
Civ 5 is pretty huge with a lot of you out there. I know that, and I hadn't even heard of this getting announced either. I don't know how I missed these things, but Civilization Beyond Earth will be a new Civ game where you can colonize planets, all that kind of stuff, travel space, which is a definite change for that series, which is always kind of
it's always been like historic.
Yeah. So, I know a lot of you guys are already in chat. People are like super hyped for that. I mean, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, honestly, because that is not my genre at all. But yeah. So if you're into Civ, there you go. Up next, hey guys, another zombie game. Dying Light.
We need more.
Yeah, Dying Light, which I heard from people who have played it at last PAX Prime, was basically Dead Island, and not in a good way.
Yes, it reminds me. Yeah, it was very similar to Dead Island. The running, like the free running mechanics were pretty fluid, but I don't think it's gonna have anything that's gonna separate it from.
Ain't got nothing on Mirror's Edge.
It got delayed, by the way.
Yeah,
96
also,
times.
there was a really angry either French or Russian guy who had been like, I could tell like when I sat down to play the demo, he'd sat through like tons of different interviews because I was supposed to shoot a piece, and like he was like getting impatient with me because like I almost died a couple times, and he like took the controller from my hands and was like angrily pushing me forward. I was like, all right, dude, Jesus Christ.
Nice. Make note of this in your review. It's very important.
I will, and that's why the game's going to get a 0 of 10 for me because I was hurt.
Because you hate French people.
No, I don't know. He was Russian or French. I don't know how I'm confusing those accents. He was one of them. Probably French, to be honest. He smelled of baguette and terror.
Last game on this list is a game
terror because he was about to surrender. All right.
It's a game that Maximum PC is just wishing will be there, but I highly doubt we'll see footage of it. But there are several unannounced games that haven't leaked, and that is Mass Effect 4, which won't probably be called Mass Effect 4 because it's rebooting
you guys who played Mass Effect here? I never played the Mass Effect.
I played all.
I played 1 and 2. I still have my boycott on 3 going successfully. I'll probably play that eventually.
I've watched now through all of 1 and 2 on our channel. Jedi is now in 3. He's been playing through the whole series. We're pretty sure though everyone is fucking dead in his playthrough. Like everyone important. There was a dude who came to chat and said, "I can't watch this anymore because you killed Tally off." So,
hey, Tally's a great fucking character, all right?
So, but seriously,
especially when you get to fuck her.
Wow, dude! Wow, way to objectify women more. The fucking male patriarchy.
She's not a woman. She's an alien.
Okay, she's a woman alien.
Alien woman.
Do they not have rights?
Okay. I feel like being a woman is kind of exclusive to being a human. I feel like you can't be a woman alien.
You can't be a female version?
She's definitely a female. They have males and females.
There's a difference between a female and a woman.
What? Oh boy, I want to hear this, please.
Is a female dog a woman? No, it's a female dog. It's not a woman.
It's a woman because I respect all creatures.
God damn it.
And I would never refer to it by its colloquialism as a bitch that some people would refer to their female dogs.
So
I find that offensive.
All right, some final E3 stuff here. Tomorrow's big press conference day, of course. Microsoft at about noon Eastern will start. Then EA after that, then Ubisoft after that, and then Sony at night. Last year Sony was full of hype. This year we'll have more games, I would hope, at E3 this year, because there's no new consoles to reveal. So
Thank God.
But other games that you'll see more footage of, or beginning footage of: The Order 1886. It's only a PS4 game. The new Assassin's Creed. The Crew. The Division. The Division, of course, delayed to 2015.
R.I.P. Tom Clancy. Too soon. Who I just found out last week was actually dead.
Yeah, well, I had to explain to him.
I forgot.
Tom
I
Clancy
remembered
is
seeing.
dead.
I remembered that when it happened, but for some reason I think I blocked it out because it was too horrible for me to imagine that he was
Yeah,
actually
you're really
gone.
invested in Tom Clancy, huh?
I am, dude. I played Rainbow Six back in the day, and I have a bunch of his books, so I am invested. Sorry, go ahead.
Some other rumors and things for E3. 2 new Tomb Raider titles have been registered by Square Enix: Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, which could be a different universe sequel, no one's sure, and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which sounds like it would be more of a second game after the new reboot.
Sounds like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she has a bat suit, I don't even.
Dude, her in the Catwoman suit.
Yeah.
GG. I'm down with that.
Tell me where the relics are.
I'm hoping that we see Halo 3 for PC. That's been rumored a bunch.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be that Master Chief Collection thing that
Yeah.
everybody's talking. Which would be cool. That'd be alright.
Project Beast, of course, the Demon Souls 2 game, which so far we're hearing is going to be a PS4 exclusive, which I hope is not true, but and a Grand Theft Auto 5 port for the new consoles / PC. So we'll have to see if that actually comes true, but I hope it does. All right, moving on to a bunch of other news not related to E3. Seriously, everything happened over this last week. Some of this we're not gonna go too deep into.
Yeah, I think the tech thing, the Intel stuff is good.
Boring.
Intel,
this is actually really awesome.
Intel has paper launched 2 new processors, the i7 4790K and the i5 4690K, both of which are clocked extremely high. 4 gigahertz.
4690 isn't crazy,
Oh, okay.
but the 4790 is 4 stock.
Yeah, 4 gigahertz
And it
stock.
turbos up to 4.4.
And these will run
is
on
bonkers.
your Ivy Bridge boards. These are 1150 socket. They aren't out yet. The parts aren't actually out yet to be able to be bought. And actually, there's no benchmarks even yet on these. But it looks like the 4790K is going to be an absolute monster. So
Yeah, if you're waiting, if you're about to buy a PC or something and you were gonna buy a 4770K, don't.
Yeah.
Because the 4790K is coming out sometime this month.
And the pricing it's basically the same price as
It's
the
the same.
4770K.
It will take over the 4770K and just be the new flagship processor. But it looks just the clock speed alone looks like it's. I mean, I would hope it's going to be way better than the 4770K. At least for the money you're paying.
Yeah. It looks like they're coming out June 14th is when you'll be able to buy them.
I hope so. I'm waiting to buy one.
Warlords of Draenor now in alpha. You may have missed that when you were waiting in WildStar queues, but yes, it's out in alpha, and invites have went out. People have been streaming it, so I haven't gotten to check out a stream because I've been too busy playing WildStar. But that is a thing. So check your email, check your BattleNet accounts. You may have gotten into that alpha.
I have an invite from PAX and I don't think it works. I'm sad.
Star Citizen, the dogfighting module, which had been delayed and is now out. Of course, the game, which now has 47 million or something fucking ridiculous in crowdfunding.
Jesus.
Made by the dude who made Wing Commander. I know Rockopotamus community.
It has
members
47 million?
Yeah,
No.
something like that, I think.
Jesus.
Yo,
But the
space and
dogfighting
shit.
module is now available for people who back that game. Rocco plays it. RxZ and chat. I know some other people.
Is it good? Do they like it?
Yeah,
What's the
and the requirements on that game are ludicrous. Like for the final requirements, like it's gonna be incredible. So that is available if you're a backer of that. I don't know how. I think you can still back through the website. Like there is no Kickstarter anymore. But
yeah, I think you can.
yeah, you can just go on the website, and I think it's $45 for to get it right now. Which that game strikes me as a Minecraft type thing, and it will only get more expensive kind of thing. So if you want in on that whole MMO starfighting deal, you may want to get it now. And this I was actually super excited for. The Xbox One controller has PC drivers now, which is really good because the D-pad on that thing is way better than the Xbox 360, and it's just a better controller overall. And you don't have to use janky third-party drivers anymore for it. So Microsoft has officially put out the drivers for it. And yes, it is better than the 360 controller. So if you like the 360 controller, you should probably just go get one. You will need one of those. I think you can use any mini USB cable. So if you have one lying around for a phone, you can probably use it for this controller. So, all right, and now a bunch of new game release dates, announcements, type things that came out this week. Witcher 3, of course, we already talked about. February 24th, 2015. That game will be available for you. The Witcher Adventure game, which is the board game type thing, you can try to get into beta now for that. This next thing was really surprising, and I'm actually pretty excited. Dead Rising 3, the Xbox One launch title, is coming to PC.
Huh.
Seemingly out of nowhere, coming out this summer.
Interesting.
It is a Capcom game, so it could be a horrendous port, but it's an Xbox One game, so it shouldn't be that bad. That game suffered from lots of frame rate issues on the Xbox One, so it will not on the PC. At least we hope.
No.
I never understood the why people love that game so much. I never could get into Dead Rising. I don't know.
It was kind of silly.
It's hardcore RPG for sure. That's why it turned me off though. That's not what it was sold as.
I wouldn't say hardcore RPG.
Well, not hardcore, but like.
I wouldn't really say RPG.
No,
you just make chainsaw weapons and kill zombies, dude. Like,
it's core elements though. It's about like I mean, anyway. All right, hard. But
it's crafting's not an RPG.
I thought it was when I got that. Like when I got it, I thought I was gonna just be running around with the chainsaw, fucking killing zombies. And yes,
I mean, you could do
that. That is part of it, but not very much of it, in my opinion.
So, and the writing is horrible, but in the best way, in the best like B-movie way.
Cheesy. It's
super cheeseball.
So that is coming to PC. We don't have an exact date except this summer, but that came out of nowhere. I don't think anyone was expecting that. Also, it makes it hilarious if. Not that I think Dead Rising 3 was the reason you bought an Xbox One, but like to say that game was exclusive originally and now it's going to PC, that kind of sucks. Rollers of the Realm, which was a game I was so hyped for after playing it at PAX, and then the devs emailed me a month ago. They were like, "Oh man, we can't get you. We're in like some publishing hell right now. We can't get you a beta build, but we will as soon as we can." It's coming out this holiday. So for PS4, PS Vita, and the PC, it's like a pinball RPG. It's very cool, very fun. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully we'll get an early copy and play it for you guys on here. They were super excited to be able to show that game. So Battlefield Hardline, which we already talked about, releases October 21st. So that game just announced, coming out in 4 months. And Borderlands, the pre-sequel, comes out October 15th or 14th, the week before Battlefield Hardline. Shovel Knight has a release date. June 26th. The saga is over. The drama of Shovel Knight release dates.
And I even got a personalized seizure-tastic propeller rat gif from Nick Wozniak, the lead.
God, it was so good, that gif. I had no
Games.
context, and I was still laughing my ass off at that thing. Scott, you want to take this next?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Oh, sorry, a little loud. Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Notch's new game is called, and if you head over to cliffhorse.com, you can check that out. And what it says, I'll just read this straight up. It says, buy Cliff Horse, and then it has in parentheses, early access by sending Dogecoin to, and then it gives the ID, and then download Cliff Horse by clicking here. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but you click there and you download this executable on the Unity fucking engine. And once again, it's just one of oh, it's so funny, Notch. You know what, Notch? I'm so glad there's someone like you. You made Minecraft, dude. You've changed people's lives. It's so good that there's an ambassador out there fighting for all us gamers who are sick of these early access things, and then you could make a parody. Literally, the game is a horse, and you just run around and like hit a ball. It's not meant to be taken seriously. But the reason I have a problem with this is this fucking guy. He cannot. He thinks he is an ambassador of the people. I don't understand what Notch's deal is. Like, why go to all this lengths to troll? Just be like, the early access shit is annoying. Like, that's it. That's all you have to say. And I know that people would take your word for it and agree with it. I just am so fucking. It's just like this is a microcosm of everything he does on Twitter. He's always like, "Oh my god, I can't believe people want to fucking advertise on my website that gets 40 million hits every single day. Unbelievable, crazy." I just
Yo,
That's mad.
Yo, Minecraft changed my life for real.
That's actually legitimately true.
I mean, kind of in a way. I'm a couple.
Indirectly, it did, yeah.
Yeah, indirectly it did.
I have no problem with trolling. It's just that his attempts for trolling are always just seem so like, I don't know, like that he is the person that's like taking these issues to the fucking masses.
He's an adult internet kid.
Yes,
that's what he is.
That is the best way to describe it. And that just irks me. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, no one needs this.
He's
Anyway.
making
Wow,
so
the
many edgy statements.
Yeah,
The
so
salt spam in chat is real.
I feel
the thing-
like Notch
did-
is like a human-shaped like being that is just filled with our gaming. Like, he's a balloon that's shaped like a
is our
person,
gaming.
and then he's
is our
inflated
gaming.
with our gaming.
Exactly. That's the
That's
best
what he is.
description I've ever heard.
God
God
damn it.
so-
Look
Anyway,
at all these cool
anyway,
throwbacks.
it's
Look
just-
at this
it's
Zelda cake. Look at this fucking sick game I made. It's a statement about early access. That's
an art
Notch.
piece.
All right. Last piece of news. I told you there was a lot. Homefront, a new Homefront game that nobody
I'm
asked
all
for.
about that.
Really stoked
But-
for that.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I would like a second one. Well, we're getting one.
YouTube
I would
both
have.
seem
I would
very
have asked
hyped.
for that.
I mean, no,
Homefront
I'm just
one
saying.
was
like,
tight.
Homefront: The
I said
Revolution
tight.
being made by Crytek on the Cry engine, so it will look ridiculous, of
And
course.
it won't really be like the first one.
No, it's
basically.
going to be open world sort of. It sounds to me like a Far Cry 3 style of like warfare. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see when that comes out. They've just announced it. I'm sure we'll see something of that at E3.
Really? You think? After they literally just announced it?
Yeah, why not? Hype it. I'm sure they'll show something. This is the E3 trailer. I mean, it's out, so.
I figured we probably wouldn't see anything until like PAX.
Oh, and the one encouraging thing, as I've harped on the last few weeks, this game is not coming out on the old consoles. Coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So therefore, it will look really good. So, new releases this week, not much. Polestar, an arcade-style twin-stick shooter, comes out Tuesday. This next game I didn't see till I was looking through these, but it looks pretty cool. On June 12th, Final Slam 2,
What?
which is a fighting game, but it's fully customizable. So like you build a moveset for your character, and the fighting looks pretty fluid in it, but it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like it's a 2D, Street Fighter style of game, but you can like completely build the moveset for your character and customize their appearance and fighting style and all that.
There was actually a game like that on the Game Boy. Like the first Game Boy, it was called Power. It was fucking impossible. It was like a single player like RPG, but it was also a fighting game. Like all the battles instead of going to like a real time turn-based like strategy type, it would be actually a fighting game, and it was fucking impossible. It was the hardest game of all time.
So up next is a game that for some reason, I had completely forgotten about it. We
I'm all
talked
about
about
this.
this on the
All about
podcast
this.
when it was announced, and then I hadn't heard anything of it until now. June 13th, Enemy Front comes out, which is a World War II.
I'm actually kind of excited
shooter.
for this.
It's only $30 on Steam.
This game is classic summer game. It's like it's gonna be meaningless, but you can probably have some kind of fun. Hopefully, unless it's really really bad. But I mean, $30, get like a couple
World War
hours out of
II,
it.
I mean,
what is the
shoot
point?
Nazis. It's a World War II shooter, and that's basically it.
It's a World War II shooter.
I think it's on CryEngine, so it'll look decent, maybe? I don't know. Depends on...
We don't have enough of those. God bless it.
We haven't gotten a World War II shooter in a long time.
We haven't, actually.
Because we got a bunch of them in the mid-2000s.
Yep.
Really
Yeah, like around the
modern.
360 game.
Now we're all
So
modern.
I'm kind of about that, you know? Summer games, man. You guys... Did
Are you
anyone else
running
experience
a
summer games?
organization called Summer Games? Like
Yo, Summer Games 2014. What's up?
with optics?
No, you don't know what I'm talking about? Like real cheap games during the summer, like when your expectations are real low, but you can still get some fun out of it. Maybe like Summer Games, man.
Yeah, man.
Check it out.
No, I know what you're talking about.
This is my PBS show. It's called Summer Games. Yo, kids, you trying to get some cool games on the low? Summer Games. Check it out. Enemy Front coming out in a week or something. I don't know.
Thursday, Nick.
Thursday.
Oh, Friday.
Yeah, on
Friday,
Thursday.
All right,
Open up your schedules. It's coming out at some point this week. We can't confirm, apparently. Check them out. It's a summer game. Oh, Summer Games.
Summer Games.
Summer Games. That's the theme song.
All right, well, that is finally it for the news.
Jesus.
There was much
a lot of
this
news.
week. E3, always. So we're going to take another 2-minute break, and then we're going to come back with a doozy of a viewer question segment. Let me tell you that right now. In 2 minutes, we'll be right back. Oh, God, SGDQ does start soon.
Yo, SG.
Yeah, later this month.
Summer Games done quick?
That's right, it's goddamn Summer Games.
Summer Games. Check them out. Real cheap.
NFEN, king of the Summer Games.
By the way, I put it in chat once, but it's bluemic.com if you want to go get a nice blue microphone.
Oh, nice. We're only like an hour and a half in.
I know, but I wanted to get it right.
Thanks.
So I put it back in.
I'm sure blue microphones really appreciate that.
Been sitting on that note for the past
sitting
hour.
on that for a while. Just wanted to get it in there.
Also, we should mention for the Intel stuff that the new processors are going to require a BIOS update. So
For older boards.
Yeah. So, well, for any existing boards that are not Z97. So
Don't link Blue Waffle in here. Come on, dude.
Whoa. I hope that doesn't really link to it.
I don't think
it's not guaranteed that your current that your current board will work with it, but you should wait and see if your motherboard manufacturer puts out.
4790K for the stream PC.
I just looked up a review for it. It looks like it's basically maybe not the overclock. Like I don't know if the overclocking is any different, but the performance and temps are better.
Yeah, they put Ivy Bridge, if people remember, was notoriously hot because they put the thermal paste on wrong, basically, between the heat spreader and the processor. But these new ones, apparently they went through a whole new process using a new material, so they should be a lot better on that front. Mainly because if you had put a 4770K at 4 gigahertz, it would have set your computer on fire. I ran one on stock cooler for a little bit. It was not cool.
I didn't realize you could already pre-order this. Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy my stuff.
They can't ban me. I'm immortal. All right. Okay, viewer question time. And I must say, you guys are getting good in the emails, and I really appreciate it. First thing is a correction from Kinley A over our misuse of the UK versions of university and college. Kinley writes, last week APL and Fenton tried doxing a UK bro by saying because he said college, he must be American. In England, we call the place you go between 16 and 18 years of age a college or sixth form. Can you please correct them, as it truly did offend me?
I'll take this. Kinley, first of all, can I tell you that I read your response a couple times, and what you didn't do is prove to me that the person that wrote in wasn't from the U.S. You just said that you guys say that college is between 16 and 18. So while I appreciate that fact, I don't give a fuck, because this is America, and in America, we call college where you go to drink, have fucking unsafe, unprotected sex, get people knocked up, and then ruin the rest of your life, or go get a teaching degree and then never do anything with it. That's what we do here. This is America. Bald eagles, fucking debt, and unprotected sex. So I don't really care what you do in the UK. I know that you like to have a drink at the pub and stuff. but we don't. I mean, we do that here. We call that summer camp, okay?
Yeah.
And getting fucking hammered.
Oh God.
So Kinley, and also I do have to say though, I will award you 1 point in this weird game that we're playing. 1 point for this response because your name is Kinley, and that is a very British sounding name, and I wouldn't mind if my name was Kinley. That's a cool name. Other than that, 1 of 10. Horrible performance.
The problem with this dude is rolling up to me like I didn't watch Skins, like I ain't know they go to college. Like I watched all 7 seasons, son. All 7 seasons. I watched those British youth smoking blunts on the TV. I watched it. I know what it's like. I know what the British education system is like. Don't roll up to me like I ain't educated.
Apparently, from my education that Nick actually gave me on Skins because he made me watch it was that the only thing you guys do is you do ecstasy every night, pretty much. You party every night. Like
take a hit off the spliff, mate.
Hit the spliff.
We lost Blah. Did Blah die?
Well, he got offended by that.
He died of spliff.
Oh well.
All right.
I think your Skype call disconnected, Nick.
Let me see if I can bring him back. You're fine, John, so it's not lag.
Add him back.
All right. Okay, this next one, another email. This one coming in from Anion.
Oh boy.
This one's long.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
Bear with me, stream. A friend of an acquaintance needs some help, and I think you guys are in a unique position to aid him.
This fucking email.
A little background. He was working his dream job up till a couple of years ago, where he found himself suddenly out of a job and without any actual skills at all. Then he got the crazy idea to start whoring himself online as some pseudo camgirl Illuminati worshiper. I've told him that he's a 3 out of 10 at best, and unhygienic to the extreme. He shits in a potted plant and uses it as fertilizer. He doesn't have the looks, the skills, the intelligence, or the looks. He doubles up on the looks here.
Yeah, wow.
To be anything other than what he is, a one-time 15-minute of fame trash-tier faux musician, dancing in his room in some sort of one-man menagerie of shame and self-loathing. He has routinely been caught spooning inanimate objects, and we think he is engaged in a sexual relationship with his pet. Given this information, would you recommend he continue being a drain on society until he explodes in a fountain of Baja Blast and regret? Or would you call him a plur-ass fuckboy and stop going to his Mixify streams? Lots of love, Anion.
First of all, he misspelled plur.
He did misspell plur. Holy fuck! You know what? I can't even.
Menagerie of shame and
I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. That is fucking poetry. I can't even be mad because it's so fucking well written that I don't have anything to say. Obviously, clearly he's referring. Well, I'm assuming he's referring to me because it is Anion. I have nothing really to say. It's fucking. It's poetry.
Brilliant, really.
It's brilliant.
Do you still have Anion blocked?
I think so. I think he's still blocked on Twitter.
Good, keep him that way.
This is why I love the emails, guys, because you guys can.
Yeah,
do
the
stuff
emails
like
are.
this.
You guys can Twitter's a little short, so these actually are really funny. Yeah, I really have nothing to say. I have to say kudos first of all for writing that out. Though I would. The only thing I would say to that though, for someone that's washed up, a has-been who now doesn't have any skills, you spend a lot of your time thinking and writing about them. So I don't know what that makes you. God bless. But
the best part of this question is that like when you read it, if you don't actually think about the fact that it could be Scott, you're just like man, I'm not sure what advice I can give here.
Yeah, but maybe a sexual relationship with his man.
Like that last.
And the last part.
This sentence that he doesn't have the looks sentence, which is quite a long sentence.
Yeah, it's fucking so
That's
long.
Brilliant.
Well, and also as dancing in his room in some sort of one-man menagerie of shame and self-loathing. That is poetry. I'm sorry. I don't care if that's about me. It's fucking...
I had tears. There were tears.
Yeah, I couldn't handle it. As to read it, I read it I didn't read the whole thing before because I didn't want to spoil it. I wanted to hear Dan's delivery, but that was pretty good. Fuck.
All right, this next question is a functional question. At Redder PDX, who I believe subscribed before the stream started. Medal of Honor Allied Assault or COD 4?
There are some questions to go over here. Are we talking about at their peak? Or are we talking about right now?
I think you have to take them at their peak.
At their peak. Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably go Medal of Honor.
It's hard not to say Medal of Honor. As much as I love COD 4.
I'm going to go with COD 4. I'm the only one.
All right. There
we go. COD 4 because I never played Medal of Honor.
I figured there would be more Medal of Honor.
There was nothing like
here.
walking around.
I Medal of Honor.
Like walking around and leaning to the side as you were walking through the map. Like Medal of Honor had such a weird lean system that no other game has ever had. That made it really unique. I loved Medal of Honor.
They had the lean feature on the Wii version of one of the Medal of Honor games. It was great. And nobody could stand up straight because the way you leaned was you had to keep your remote parallel to the ground. And if you leaned it to the side, that would be your lean. But nobody holds the Wiimote perfectly parallel to the ground at all times. So everybody looks like the letter L, basically, walking around. Like, everybody is leaning. It was a great game, and I wanted to kill myself the whole time.
If you want to laugh, just go YouTube Medal of Honor Allied Assault lean videos because they're all it just looks so stupid, and there's
if you also want to laugh,
montages.
Just YouTube lean videos.
Oh God, you'll get a little more than you bargained for that one. All right, well, there you go. That settles it. I think COD 4 lost also because Pro Mod was the real height of COD 4, and that wasn't even COD 4. It was a whole other game. It was just a different game. Sky Dandy, who wrote in last week about being chased by the Illuminati,
it's good to see he's still alive.
Yeah, has managed to live through the week to send us.
Doesn't happen often.
No, I feel like he's being fucked with by the Illuminati, but he's about to make a really fatal mistake in this email, and I'll point out where he does it. He has written in again, Dear KBMOD, last week I requested your help concerning the recent threats made against me by the Illuminati. I took Brandon's advice and booked myself 5 tickets to varying countries around the globe in order to evade them. Huge mistake right here. Listing the countries, which I'm now going to read. You have sealed your own fate.
Yeah, God.
You shouldn't have revealed any of the countries. I mean, that's just...
We do actually make the document open to the Illuminati. We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they just run Google. Well, so they just...
to be clear, we don't actually actively make it available to them, but it just is.
They just take it.
Yeah. The Illuminati were on vacation last week from the chat. He booked himself tickets to Lithuania, Indonesia, Ghana, Honduras, and Tasmania. That is pretty much all over the place. I mean, I'll give you that.
That would have been good had you not let us know where you had booked tickets. Those would have been solid choices.
Yeah, I mean, now they're gonna have people stationed to all those places. I mean, come on, man, fucking rookie shit in this email. However, I decided to up the roosery, which is a new word that I didn't know was a word, but I will
put on your roosery beads.
I do like the word, actually. I'm going to use that now.
Roosery. Good Lord.
Say your prayers with your roosery beads.
Say your prayers to fucking Crip with your roosery beads. God damn it. Fucking Christ.
Mother Crip full of... I can't even stop. Mother Crip.
I'm fucking done.
I will say this. If those countries were a ruse, the order in which he put them on there spelled L-I-G-H-T, light, which, as we know, is what emanates from the Illuminati pyramid.
Right.
I don't know what's happening here, but
I was not involved.
There's some third-level shit going on in this email.
Is he possibly a member of the Illuminati?
Yeah, this is getting weird.
Yeah. Well,
This
goes to a really weird place soon. He decided to up the roosery, #roosery, and smuggle myself onto a celebrity cruise bound for Spain by bribing Captain Joan Rivers, who I did not know was the ship's captain. I'm pretty impressed with all her skills, beyond being a shitty comedian. With a 50-gallon drum of Botox, which I don't know what that is.
I think he means Botox.
I think he means Botox, but maybe it's.
Damn it! I was gonna. It's supposed to.
Well,
be.
we can't be sure. The rest of his email with like all of the country names are capitalized. There's proper grammar, so it's possible this is just some product we're not aware of.
It is. It is possible. He stole the Botox from APL's gynecologist, who was using it to turn Scott's roast beef into a steamed clam.
Jesus Christ! That was fucking personal. This guy might be for real, because no one was supposed to know about that. Jesus.
Illuminati.
That last image is
good lord
burned into my skull now. Scott just spread eagle with a pristine vagina.
I'm picturing it, and it's fucking awful. I'm there.
Scott with any kind of vagina is just not okay in my book.
Everything seemed to be going well until the delightful conversation I was having with Jacqueline Phoenix and Paul Walker's mechanic too soon was interrupted by a surprise guest performance by the Electric Light Orchestra. Okay. I know that this cannot be a coincidence, and I'm confident they are assassins hired by the Illuminati to kill me. I feel as if I must eliminate them first, but I'm a huge fan of their music, conflicted as a result. So my question is, do any of you think there's a way to bypass killing them while also keeping myself alive until I reach Spain?
Oh god, he also said his end destination.
God, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
You're fucking
that could be a red herring.
Dude, and also the fact that he spelled out light with all the countries tells me that this is less about him and this is more about us. Like this is a warning. This is a not so subtle warning about because I don't think this guy's actually running from the Illuminati. Would anyone who's actually running from them send us information like this? I don't think so. That seems a little too.
He's taunting you to come find him.
Yeah, exactly. And then what is he going to do? I mean, I'm never going to go to Spain. I mean, horrible food, terrible people. God bless if you're from Spain. But America.
It's called España.
God, but this is interesting. This is interesting. I don't know, man. I mean, if he's actually honestly asking, then you're right, Dan. It's very amateur, and he's fucking dead. There's no question.
Stop timing people out. This is getting annoying in chat. Stop it.
But
all right.
It's hard to really say. I mean,
I think you're fucking dead.
I want to believe that he's actually interested in our advice here, but given that he's either made several grave mistakes in the amount of information he's given us, or you're right. Like he is involved with the Illuminati in some way, or is basically like he's looking to get something out of us. And I can't
I don't know what
assassination plans.
I can't figure out his motive.
He knows way too much about Scott's gynecologist, though.
That's true.
Okay. The fact that Scott has a gynecologist is news to me. So.
Well, I had roast confidentiality with my doctor.
The fact that he knew that it was going to take a full 50-gallon drum, like, how do you even get that information?
Yeah.
Entertaining for a moment the idea that he is Illuminati and trying to get something from us. What he wanted to know is how does he escape the situation without killing anybody? Because he didn't want to kill, I believe he said, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
It would have been better if it was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah. That would have made a lot more sense for me having a gynecologist as well. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Anyway, my point is the Illuminati doesn't know how to go about its business without killing people, so it might just want some advice on how to get out of situations without murdering everybody, because I think they're actually running out of people.
We don't know anything about the Illuminati. They might not be out there murdering people. We don't know.
I'm not saying that we know.
We know they're trying to kill Sky Dandy.
Yeah, we know that. Well, we don't know that, though.
Once again, Sky Dandy could be a plant to see what they could be trying to fish what we actually know about them. It could just be all a ruse.
Is APL's vagina the Illuminati?
No.
Well,
I don't think so. I've heard of some weird things going on inside of there, but
I think all we can be sure of here is that I think you do need to speak to your gynecologist.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
he's either compromised,
Right.
or he's compromised or he is giving information without your consent.
Yeah, that's against HIPAA.
I had the
and you
Arby's
should
contract
really-
with him where he wasn't allowed to talk about my roast beef with anyone else. So I don't know how that got broken. So
That's actually like a template legal document is the Arby's contract.
the Arby's contract with your gynecologist. You don't talk about the roast beef.
Jesus
Anyway.
fucking
Anyway, I think we spent too much time already. They're on to us. So, do we have anything else this
We
week?
have
But yeah,
one-
I mean,
yeah, we have one more question this week from Italicize on Twitter. If you had to use a game title to describe your last poop, what would it be? Mine is Fallout.
Alone in the dark.
that would be totally true. Fuck, man.
Gone home.
Gone home.
Mine would be Ghost because I shit today and there was nothing on my fucking toilet paper. Call of Duty Ghost, but just Ghost. Ghost shit.
Advanced warfare.
Advanced warfare. It was advanced. That's some technology my body's churning out to poop that amount without anything in my ass cheek. God bless.
Mine's probably Metal Gear Solid because I have hard shit like all the time. It's just really, really hard.
And your butt looks like a reverse snake eater.
Yeah. I have really, really hard poops. And I don't
So
really
we're
know
gonna
what
have some great ones from the chat here.
Yeah,
Dirty
Sean.
Bomb?
Dirty Bomb's good, yeah.
Yeah,
Dead
Sean,
Rising.
Sean already said burial at sea. That's Sean took that on Twitter earlier. Dirty Bomb is good.
Oh, someone said Orion Dino Horror. Well done.
World at War.
World at War. Man, Mass Effect. I mean,
Yeah, that could be.
I have girthy poos. There's a lot of mass going on.
Battle Cry?
Oddworld.
I don't know.
Risk of
Blood
Rain.
Omen.
Risk of Rain. Oh, God.
Heavy Rain. That's it.
Taco Bell shits right there. Damn.
Rambo the video game. Well done.
God damn.
Blood Rain, Blood Omen, Bloody Roar.
System Shock.
Yeah, just Dark Souls.
Yeah, now we're just naming games. Now.
Mario Kart 8.
For some reason, those are better than the ones that actually work.
People are just throwing shit in here
Tony
now.
Hawk's American Wasteland, like they're fucking obscure now. Why?
Prepare for Titanfall.
Left 4
Ooh.
Dead's a good one.
Gravity Rush.
Fear.
Trying to think. I'm gonna go with God. Where's my Steam? Because I had a real weird one today.
Dishonored.
Dishonored. That's how dirty it was. Oh, Day of Defeat. Jesus Christ, Steam, what are you doing? Yep, I think we're.
Have we done it?
Someone's out of control.
Yeah.
Like Dirty Bomb. Dirty Bomb is the correct answer.
If you shit on the floor, it's killing floor. But I hope you're not shitting on the floor.
Oh yeah, killing
Oh,
Floor.
Lord,
Killing
Bel
Floor.
Air.
Oh, I missed-
Infestation survivor stories. Yeah.
Oh God. You need to see a doctor
Just
immediately.
Hunts 2009.
God damn.
MLB 11, the show.
Just name sports games. Madden 25. Just like-
Goat Simulator.
All right, I got mine from today. It was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. That's mine
There you go.
because it was a nightmare pushing that thing out.
Papers, please.
Papers.
Sounds good.
Toilet papers,
Oh my God.
please.
Good, yes. That's
That works.
actually the correct answer.
No, people are
That's
just
like
been
going on
cooking
Steam
Mama
Library.
3 banana blitz. Cook serve delicious would have been good here as well.
Oh God.
Scott's is cooking mama.
Every time you take a shit afterwards, you just go, just like a mama.
Better than mama.
Brandon's done. He's just done.
Yeah, these are fucking killing Brandon. This has really tickled his funny bone. He's done.
Jesus. All right.
Ride to Hell Retribution is, I think,
That one-
the best.
Leisure Suit Larry. All right. On that note,
Oh, fuck.
we are done with episode 144 of the KBMOD podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys. It was a lot to talk about tonight, but we got through it. We'll see you guys next week to wrap up what happened at E3 this week. And, of course, we'll be doing some press conference fun tomorrow twice on this channel, as well as The Wolf Among Us Episode 4. I'll be playing that tomorrow. So
We're going to play Super Bowl and Mumble after the cast.
Brandon's going on Mumble. He's playing Supra Footy on the KBMOD Mumble, so get on there. Game's free.
It is very good. If WildStar wasn't existing, I'd be playing that.
So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure to follow on Twitter at KBMOD Gaming. You can see all of our Twitters on the screen. And we'll see you guys
Check
next
out all
week.
the hottest summer games.
Would you actually tweeted that?
Close it out with the Summer Games theme song.
I can't remember.
God damn it.
God.
I don't know.
Ooh, Unstoppable
I
Gore.
can't even attempt.
All right. No theme song. Good night, everybody.
Summer games. Come out. 2014, good deals. Summer games. We out here.
Good night, stream.
From Dust. I'm still coming up with poop names.
Later, stream.